everyone's giving you the wrong dating advice. They tell you mixed signals mean she's not interested. That's completely backwards. The truth is, the more scared she is to lose you, the more confusing her behaviour becomes. I'm going to prove to you that what everyone calls mixed signals are actually the clearest signs of hidden attraction. These 15 fear-based behaviours aren't red flags. They're green lights disguised as protection mechanisms. Now, here's what's really happening that nobody talks about. The biggest barrier to love isn't rejection, it's fear. I've studied thousands of relationship patterns, and there's this secret psychological phenomenon that most men completely miss. She wants a relationship with you. She's showing you all the signs, but she's terrified to make the first move. But once you understand the psychology behind her protective behaviours, you'll never wonder, does she like me again? Because the woman who's scared to love you is actually giving you the clearest roadmap to her heart. Before we dive into these signs, you need to understand something crucial about human psychology. When someone has been hurt before, their brain creates protective mechanisms. Therefore, the very behaviours that look like disinterest are actually her way of protecting something precious, her feelings for you. Here's what's really happening in her mind. Every human being craves connection, but past experiences create what psychologists call approach avoidance conflict. She's drawn to you, but her protective instincts are fighting against vulnerability. This creates a fascinating pattern of behaviour that most people misinterpret. But when you understand the psychology, these mixed signals become crystal clear dating advice signals. Sign number 1, she limits her time with you but never cancels completely. This is huge. She'll say things like, I can only hang out for an hour, or I have to leave early, but she never actually says no to seeing you. This isn't disinterest, it's emotional self-preservation. She's given herself an escape route because being around you makes her feel too much. Sign number 2, she calls you friend, but acts like more than a friend. Pay attention to this contradiction. Her words say friend, but her actions say something completely different. She remembers everything you tell her. She gets genuinely happy when she sees you, and she does things for you that friends don't typically do. This is her way of testing the waters without risking everything. Sign number 3, she's patient with your flaws in ways that surprise you. Most people have limited patience, but she gives you grace that seems almost unlimited. This happens because she's emotionally invested, but scared to admit it. Therefore, she's unconsciously protecting the connection by being more understanding than usual. Sign number 4, she doesn't actively pursue other relationships. Here's something interesting. Despite being single and having options, she's not actively dating anyone else. This isn't coincidence. When someone is emotionally unavailable, they often become unavailable to everyone except the person they're scared to pursue. Sign number 5. She opens up slowly, then pulls back. She'll share something personal, then seem distant the next time you see her. This push-pull dynamic isn't her playing games. It's her internal battle between wanting connection and fearing vulnerability. Now, those first 5 signs are just the surface level, but the next 5 signs reveal something even deeper about her psychological state, and if you miss these, you might lose your chance completely. Sign number 6. She remembers details about your life that even you forget. This is one of the strongest indicators of hidden feelings. When someone is emotionally invested, they unconsciously catalogue information about you. She'll bring up something you mentioned weeks ago, or remember your preferences in ways that surprise you. Sign number 7. She gets subtly jealous, but tries to hide it. Watch her reaction when other women are around you, or when you mention dating. She might make casual comments, change the subject quickly, or seem slightly different. This isn't possessiveness. It's fear of losing something she values, but hasn't claimed. Sign number 8. She does things to make you happy without being asked. This is huge. She'll bring you your favourite coffee, send you articles she thinks you'd like, or do small favours without any expectation. This behaviour indicates she's thinking about you regularly and wants to contribute to your happiness. Sign number 9. She's genuinely herself around you. Despite her fear, she can't help but be authentic in your presence. You see her laugh genuinely, share her real opinions, and act naturally. This happens because true connection breaks down pretenses, even when someone is trying to protect themselves. Sign number 10. She asks about your relationship status indirectly. She'll never ask, "Are you dating anyone?" directly, but she'll find clever ways to gather this information. She might ask about your weekend plans, comment on your social media, or bring up relationships in general conversation. But here's where it gets really interesting. The final 5 signs reveal her deepest psychological state, and understanding these will give you the exact roadmap for helping her overcome her fear. Sign number 11. She shares her fears and insecurities with you. When someone is scared of love but drawn to you, they often end up sharing their deepest concerns. She might talk about past relationships, her fears about the future, or her insecurities. This isn't friend zone behaviour, it's her way of testing whether you'll accept all of her. Sign number 12. She makes future references that include you. Listen for casual mentions of future events where she assumes you'll be involved. When we go to that restaurant, or next time you come over, these linguistic patterns reveal she's unconsciously planning a future with you. Sign number 13. She mirrors your communication style and energy. This happens unconsciously when someone is emotionally connected. She'll start using phrases you use, match your texting style, or mirror your energy levels. This psychological mirroring indicates deep attraction and connection. Sign number 14. She seeks your opinion on important decisions. Even though she's scared of commitment, she values your input on significant life choices. This reveals that she sees you as someone whose opinion matters, someone she trusts with important aspects of her life. Sign number 15. She shows physical affection, but keeps it safe. She might hug you longer than necessary, touch your arm when she talks, or find excuses for physical contact, but she keeps it within friend boundaries. This is her way of expressing affection, while maintaining plausible deniability. Here's what's really happening. Her fear isn't about you, it's about vulnerability itself. Past experiences have taught her that opening her heart can lead to pain. Therefore, she's created this complex dance of showing interest while protecting herself. This is actually incredibly common in modern dating advice scenarios. We live in a world where emotional vulnerability feels risky, so people develop these sophisticated protection mechanisms. What this means for you. If you're seeing these signs, you're not in the friend zone. You're in what I call the fear zone. She wants something real with you, but she needs to feel safe enough to risk it. The key is patience and consistency. Don't pressure her for definitions or timelines. Instead, create an environment where vulnerability feels safe. Show her through your actions that you're trustworthy with her heart. Here's where most guys go wrong. They either give up thinking she's not interested, or they push harder thinking she needs convincing. But neither approach works with someone who's scared. The right approach is what I call consistent presence without pressure. Be reliably there. Be genuinely interested in her as a person, and let her set the pace for deeper intimacy. Remember, fear-based behaviour isn't permanent. With the right approach, someone who's scared to love can become your most devoted partner. Why? Because once they overcome their fear with you, they've made a conscious choice to be vulnerable, which creates incredibly strong bonds. The best dating advice I can give you is this. If you recognise these signs, you're dealing with someone who has the capacity for deep love, but needs to feel safe expressing it. These 15 signs reveal something beautiful about human nature. Even when we're scared, we can't help but show love to the people who matter to us. If you're seeing these patterns, be patient. The woman who's scared to love you might just become the woman who loves you most deeply. What you do with this information matters. Use it to create safety, not to manipulate or pressure. The goal isn't to get her, it's to create space where authentic connection can flourish. Have you noticed any of these signs in your own life? Drop a comment below and let me know which one resonated most with you. And if this helped you understand someone's behaviour differently, make sure to subscribe for more insights into the psychology of relationships and dating advice that actually works. Remember, the best relationships aren't built on games or manipulation. They're built on understanding, patience, and genuine care for each other's emotional well-being.